Howdy Ho YouTube, Jon-Luke VGC here. Today, I will be using a team that I used to place top 100 at the Atlanta Regionals in April 2025. So this is going to be a bit of a longer intro. I'm going to split it in the timestamps into two sections. I'm going to do the sappy stuff out front, then we'll go into the team breakdown. So if you would like to skip kind of the thanks and everything like that, timestamps down below. But a lot of people helped me put in a lot of work with this team, and I think they deserve a moment to know that I'm thankful for what they did. So I want to talk about it, and I'll tell a couple of quick stories about Atlanta, then we'll hop on in. I won't add it to, it'll be like 5 minutes, whatever. But so let's go ahead and get into it. So yes, I took this team to the Atlanta Regionals. It was an absolute blast. I have received a ton of help with this composition. So I originally saw it, you saw me use a video with a team incredibly similar to this. The only difference was it had Landorus instead of Urshifu. Well, I thought that was strong. I really wanted Urshifu to break through Sash Pokemon. I thought that was really important. So ultimately, I was pretty set on using this team for a little while, and then my friend Storm Vgc, have you seen on the channel, was looking around, also eyeing Zama, and I told him to give this a go. He also felt that it was really good. So the two of us decided that this is a team we were going to use for Atlanta. I took some spreads from Clover Bells, I readjusted them myself, but I also asked people who had had success with this team before. They were willing to send me some spreads, and they did. So some people I need to thank in that regard are like people like Miggle VGC, who's used this team or a composition of it a lot in online tours to really good success, which gave me the confidence to use it at an in-person tournament. And Betty Vasquez, who watches. So hey, Betty, how you doing? He gave me a ton of info, a ton of notes, spams, all of this stuff about matchups, everything when he was in a group of people that built a team similar to this. And that was absolutely invaluable. Benny, I need you to know how much easier it made the preparation for this team and how useful that was. It was fantastic. I cannot express my gratitude enough for you giving me all of that material. Thank you so much. I also need to say thank you to all of my friends who helped me with prep, including Storm VGC, whom I worked with quite a bit, Jordy VGC, who I helped practice with the Zama mirror against, who also took Zamazenta. I'm sure he'll post a video about it. Twar, Evan, everyone, all of the Poke Bros, thank you so much for helping me to utilize this team to the best of my ability. And last but certainly not least, I want to thank my coach, Brady, also known as VGC Corner. I picked up with him a few months ago. I decided I wanted to take it to the next level of this game, and I feel like under his tutelage, he has helped me kind of get to that next step. I think there's a long way to go, but I'm very happy to get this little bit of progress, but I am excited to keep absolutely getting better. So yeah, we picked this team in particular because I was seeing its success in online tours, and after Michael Kelsch won that Stockholm with Calyrex Ice Rider, and Trick Room started to become even more prevalent at the higher end of tournaments, I was like, this is it. This is the moment. I love Zamazenta. It's probably my favorite restricted. I feel really comfortable with that Pokemon. I think this is the time that Zamazenta can be successful. And I said, you know what? I want to take Zamazenta to Atlanta. I think I don't want to take a meta team. I think it's finally my turn to take a meta call. So I did. I took Zamazenta. In day one, I faced 4 Calyrex Ice Riders, and I beat them all. That's all I'm saying. One of them was Kelsch, and a couple of very similar comps. So I'm very happy to have made that call, gotten it right. 50% of my matchups in day one were Calyrex Ice Rider, and I had a 100% success rate. Now, the funny thing is day 2, I got knocked out of Top Cut by a Calyrex Ice Rider. Now, it was Dongun, who you know as the guy that made the body press, Iron Defense body press Urshifu team that I featured a little while ago. He played Calyrex Ice Rider like nobody else played it. He was so aggressive, just willing to like let me do it. Like, I didn't thunderclap his Ursh so many times because I thought he was going to switch it out. He just played in a way that I did not adapt to quick enough in game 3. So I took 2 losses in day 1, both the Calyrex Shadow Rider, unlucky things. I missed an E-Webs, and that cost me a match, and then I got crit in another one, and that cost me a match, and then they figured out my lead, and I couldn't adapt fast enough, so I lost to 2 Calyrex. That's the only restricted I lost to in day 1. And then day 2, Dongun did get lucky. He got a crit on my Zamazenta game 1, which is a given for a team like this. You know, when I'm really relying on that defense boost, it's going to happen eventually, and I can't particularly get mad about it. Like, if that defense boost is vital to me, I mean, the crit is just going to happen. It's the name of the game. And then game 2, I beat him. I actually won, and then game 3, I didn't trade aggressively enough, and he ended up getting the upper hand, along with, I thought maybe at the time winning a speed tie. I later learned that it was never a speed tie, and I just made the wrong play. So, and then the other one I lost in day 2 was a Zama Mirror. Again, I took him to game 3. It was a really, really close end game 3, but ultimately, it's a back and forth. You just have to get the calls. He got the calls. I didn't. I don't think I played poorly. I think he just got the calls. And it's sometimes you just go those 50-50s and they just don't go your way. So I was perfectly happy with that. So yeah, I ended up 94th out of 783 people. So I made top 100, I would say pretty comfortably. And the one moment I really want to talk about is my win in. And well, we can talk about all of this. I'm going to stream later this week and we'll have a more general discussion about this. But at my win in, I was in game 3 against Calyrex Ice Rider. It's one of the 4. And he picked up a double KO on Tera Grass, Zama, and Chien-Pao. And my opponent, like, celebrated, was starting to celebrate because he's like, I've won. You know, you could see it in his face. Because this is winning it for both of us. So the winner makes day 2 and the loser doesn't. And I felt my stomach sink. I was like, I'm going to fail. I'm not going to make day 2 again. And I really don't know what came over me. But I just kind of looked at this guy and I was like, he wasn't doing this to be disrespectful. I don't want to give that impression. But to me, I was like, I'm not going to let this guy disrespect me like that. I'm going to win. And I don't quite know. I wasn't even thinking. I was just clicking. I just immediately knew what I needed to do every single turn. And I won. I had just Amoonguss and Pelipper left against his Incineroar, Calyrex, Ice Rider, and Amoonguss. And I won. I beat him. I managed to make every single call right. I got every single turn correct, and I ended up making day 2, and it was one of the most incredible feelings. I want to play like that every single day. So that is a small glimpse into my time at Atlanta. Again, thank you to everybody I mentioned before. Met some very kind people. Lorenzo, who I've featured teams before. Thank you so much for talking with me. I met some of you. Met a couple of you like Renee and Matthew. Thank you all so much for walking up, saying hello. That absolutely made my day. In fact, most of you did it right after I won my win in. So I was just like on cloud 9 at that moment. It was really, really a fantastic moment. So thank you all so much for supporting me through this. All of your kind comments really got me through the tournament. It all really means a lot. And I know that I'm just some random dude on the internet, and we're all just kind of like texts and faces and whatever. But really, 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 thank you all so much for being so supportive during this time. I cannot express my gratitude enough. And I'm just so excited to continue getting better and proving that anyone can play this game. And all you got to do is be willing to work hard at it. So that is enough of the sap, exactly at 8 minutes, perfect for the timestamps. Let's look at this team. We have my favorite restricted of all time, Zamazenta. Tera Grass, Rusted Shield, Dauntless Shield with Body Press, Heavy Slam, Wide Guard, and Protect. This Zama is meant to deal damage. Nearly max defense, 244 impish. Then 444 max speed, so that way I'm always outspeeding Ogerpon, which I felt was really important. And with Sword of Ruin on the field, I can potentially just OHKO Ogerpon with Body Press, which is really massive. We have Chien-Pao, Tera Ghost, Focus Sash, Sword of Ruin with Protect, Crunch, Sucker Punch, and Ice Spinner. Max attack, max speed, Jolly, absolutely nothing to see here. People all the time ask me, I have it at level 60, but a couple of the reasons why I picked this move in particular, Ice Spinner, because I wanted as few not 100% accurate moves as possible, and I'm just going to miss those Icicle Crashes, and I wasn't willing. I'm willing to take the Rocky Helmet chip. And then Crunch, because I didn't feel like Throat Chop was the meta call, and Crunch allows me to fish for defense drops in Dondozo, which is a particularly hard matchup for this team. And if you just get those defense drops sometimes, it's real Dubsky time, like it's just huge, and it could just totally catapult you to an immediate win in the game. So I felt Crunch was by far the better choice. We have Pelipper, Tera Grass, Safety Goggles, Drizzle with Weather Ball, Hurricane, Wide Guard, and Helping Hand. Max HP, a little bit of defense, a lot of special defense to get it up over the board. 36 modest just to hit that bump, and then 68 speed. Why this spread? Well, you can survive a +1 Glacial Lance from Calyrex Ice Rider comfortably with this spread, along with a lot of other physical attacks, because Pelipper actually has pretty solid physical defense. It's going to stick around long enough, and the speed is just so it slightly underspeeds Raging Bolt, but is going to be faster than basically every Incineroar and Calyrex Ice Rider. We have Amoonguss, Terra Water Rocky Helmet Regenerator with Protect Spore, Rage Powder, and Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb specifically because, as you can tell, this team might actually not fare super well with heavy fairy types, particularly Terra Fairy Calyrex Ice Rider. So Sludge Bombs is there to deal a lot of damage. This is actually the reason I won my win in because they were Terra Fairy Ice Rider, and that was really, really massive. A lot of physical defense because that's most of the hits that it's going to be taking, and Regenerated just so I can keep getting stuff off. The Spore is so annoying if they try to set up Trick Room. It is huge. We have Raging Bolt, Terra Electric Assault Vest Photosynthesis with Thunderclap, Thunderbolt, Electro Web, and Draco Meteor. 188 HP, 124 special attack, and then 140 defense, 52 special defense, and just a little speed. This is to outspeed, like, no investment Raging Bolts, just so we don't get that speed tie. And this survives a modest max special attack Life Orb boosted Earth Power from Landorus, which was really, really important. So, and that came handy multiple times, so I felt it was really important to get that. These are an off play of the Clover Bell spreads, but they're not all exactly the same. I did adjust them a little bit to my own. And then finally, we have Urshifu Rapid Strike, Tera Ghost, Choice Scarf, Unseen Fist with Surging Strikes, Close Combat, Aqua Jet, and U-Turn. 236 Adamant, Max Speed, and 20 Special Defense. That is so you can specifically live in Earth Power from Choice Scarf Landorus, which is going to be faster than you. You can also go 12 HP, then 4 Defense, 4 Special Defense, but I was just like, yeah, we'll just start all in Special Defense. It's not that big of a deal. So how are you going to utilize the team? A lot of the time, you're going to lead Zamazenta Chien-Pao. I mean, it's a defensive. You can double protect to beta protect and then double into the slot. You can go on the offense. It's going to pressure a lot of damage out the rip. But it's, for the most part, that's really going to be your lead a lot of the time. And it comes in handy quite a bit. You could also lead like Urshifu Pelipper. You'll notice that Pelipper does not have Protect. We've instead opted for Helping Hand. That's so you can just get additional damage boosts after Chien-Pao has gone down. I mean, it's not going to survive for a super long time. And I was just like never clicking Protect on Pelipper. If it's sitting on the field, it's either attacking or I'm using Wide Guard because there's just not... like once it gets the rain up, I'm kind of fine. But Safety Goggles... This is so anti-Amoonguss, like Tera Grass, Zamazenta, Safety Goggles on Pelipper. Like, it's so insane. It's just so good. And into some Calyrex Ice Riders, you're going to lead like Zamazenta, Amoonguss, so you can just start like Tera Grass, Wide Guard, Sporing stuff if you just want to be really annoying. And then particularly into Calyrex Shadow Rider, you're generally going to lead Friend plus Raging Bolt. Normally Zama plus Raging Bolt or Chien-Pao plus Raging Bolt, so that way you can just start going for the Electro Web, get that speed drop, and then if something goes down, you're going to be faster than Cali. You can pick it up with either a Heavy Slam or a Sucker Punch or kind of whatever you need to. So that's the really big lead. You have really fantastic matchups into things like Terapagos. Surprisingly, Groudon, pretty easy for this team, specifically because of Pelipper. That is one of the matchups where I don't actually usually bring Zamazenta. For that matchup, I'm bringing something like Chien-Pao, Amoonguss, Pelipper, Bolt. Or something like that. So just kind of, or Urshifu, depending on the item on their Flutter Mane. If their Flutter Mane is Choice Scarf, if their Flutter Mane is Focus Sash, basically anything that's not Speed Booster, I'm bringing Ursh, because you're always going to outspeed. In that instance, I'm going to lead Urshifu plus Amoonguss, because then I'm always going to have the slowest pivot on the field. And then I can pivot out Amoonguss, bring in Pelipper, and then as long as I'm faster, I can always KO the Flutter Mane, just with the Surging Strikes, unless they're like Tera Grass. But even then, you want to waste your Tera for that, it's... but then I can also U-turn, like, there's a bunch of other stuff. You can just play the mind games against your opponents, but the team's really good. It feels really strong. I'm really happy to have made the success I did with it. I wish I could have gone farther, but we just got to keep moving up. So thank you all so much for watching. Rental and PokePaste will be down in the description below. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and become a channel member. Let's go ahead, hop into the battles. All right, we have... Calyrex Shadow Rider, Indeedee, Urshifu, Tornadus, Chien-Pao, and Rillaboom. Interesting team. I want to lead these two with Chien-Pao and my own Ursh. I don't know how much I love my own Urshifu because they have that Rillaboom and they have Tornadus. If they set up their own Psychic Terrain, then... But I don't want to set up Rain for their own Ursh if they don't bring Torn, which they might not since I don't really have speed control. I think I go Urshifu here. Calyrex Shadow Rider was the only restricted I lost to at Atlanta, so getting a little PTSD here. But I think I can outplay it. As long as it's not Covert Cloak. That's kind of like the most important thing. Alright, let's see what they got rolling. Oh, this is fine. Yeah. So Ursh is like super threatened here. I think I'm done with this. This covers for most options, but Urshifu, they'll probably fake out and then go for some form of attack into Zamazenta. But in the CSR matchup specifically, I just like perma press Electro Webs so I can catch it on switch and then lower its speed, and then usually I'm able to KO with like a Heavy Slam or something depending on the Tera. Or I can just wide guard keep clicking Electro Webs. That's fine. That's good. Are you gonna U-turn? Oh, you're... Whoa! That is a slow... Rillaboom. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. That's huge. Ate that for breakfast. Well, I mean... I can... Wow, that is a slow Rillaboom. I'm just gonna do it again. In case Ursh switches, or I don't really know what Ursh's deal is. Nice. This is like only for... That is like... Yeah, no speed Ursh. I mean, no speed Rilla. Okay, so you're either Sash or Mystic Water. So this is gonna hurt. Alright, I just pick up the KO. Nice. I'm gonna heal up a little bit. Who comes in? Why couldn't my CSR matchups been like this? They're all Sash, and that was the bad thing. Oh, and Chien-Pao. Okay. I'm not all that upset at this. So I have Chien-Pao Ursh in the back, so as long as I can get some damage on CSR, I'm good here. So I think I'm good to Heavy Slam, Calyrex, and Electro Web again, is my thought. With Ursh in the back, I'm pretty safe. Unless they're like specifically Tera Grass. Astral Barrage is fine. You can only pick up one KO here. Yeah. And your Life Orb, which is pretty massive. Cool. That's fine then. Yeah, Zama will go down. But as long as I connect this E-Webs, we're good. I did miss an E-Webs in Charlotte. That is, I mean, in Atlanta. That is the main reason that I lost one of my CSR matchups. Wow, double terrain and Ice Spinner is... Please miss the Chien-Pao. Of course you didn't miss the Chien-Pao. Of course you didn't miss the Chien-Pao. That is very unfortunate, but it is what it is. So I just Surging Strikes Cali. Because it is Life Orb. And Thunderclap it. It just matters what Tera it is. Maybe Tera... Yeah, that's so bad that I missed that. Okay, well, we win then. Never mind. Night-night. And then now I can always just Surging Strikes. Ice Spinner, doesn't matter. Yeah. They had to hope I wasn't Sash. Or Scarf. They had to hope I wasn't Scarf. But as long as I take down... So, like, my thought process there is that you can't stop... Like, you can't pick up 2 KOs this turn. Because if you go for an attack with Calyrex, I KO with the double up. And then you can only pick up bolts. And then I just have Urshifu in the back. And you never survive a Surging Strikes Ice Spinner. You got the speed drop, so... I know that I'm faster than you with both of these. And then it's just GG's. Yeah, battle was canceled. I wanted the E-Webs... just for the additional speed control, so because then I could pretty safely go in, like if they get some really reads like really well, or they're a bad Tera for me. My guess is that they were either Tera Ghost or Tera Fairy, but if they're a bad Tera for me, then I can go into Chien-Pao and I'll be faster, and then Urshifu can clean up the opposing Chien-Pao or something. You know what I mean? So a couple of other things like that. But ultimately, yeah, that E-Web's miss was very unfortunate. Very reminiscent of round 1 at Atlanta. So pretty apropos for the first video. But this one ended a little bit better than that one did. They had Hitmontop, and that was very challenging. Yeah, my opponent played well. I got unlucky. It was a mix of both, and it is what it is. I mean, when you're using not 100% accurate moves, that's the name of the game. But CSR is the only restricted I lost to in day 1 of Atlanta. So... it's good to get a little bit of redemption on that front today. So good game to my opponent. Let's do another one. All right. Hey, I know this team. This is a team I faced, actually, when I faced Dongun. Dongun. I don't know. My brain is so tired. It is Calyrex, Ice Rider, Pelipper. I'm just going to go look it up. I know the team. I faced the team at Atlanta. I know exactly what team this is. The Dongun playmaker. Retweet the team. I know Lorenzo did. Yeah, I have it right here. Yeah, I know the team, and I know that their bolt is faster than mine. Because I learned that when I faced him. He's the only Ice Rider that beat me, and he beat me in day 2. So I want Zamazenta, but I don't think this guy will play as well as... It is Tera Poison, which isn't my favorite thing in the world. And they have so much to stop Amoonguss that I don't really love it. So I'm actually going to go like this. You can make an argument for Urshifu, and I brought that in one of the games, but I ended up losing one and winning one with Urshifu. A team like this, it all comes down to leads, and it comes down to making trades. I swapped the leads that I used for Dongun because he played in a way that I had not experienced an Ice Rider play before. He played really aggressively. I had to make trades basically every single turn. Yep. So it's Tera Water on the Lando. But there's no Tailwind. So I'm actually pretty happy to beta Protect here. Both of these Pokemon have Protect, and the Pelipper has Sash. Yep, and there's Tera. Tera Water on Lando is my guess. Nice. Tera Poison. Okay, so this is not the same team. But that's good to know. Then I can just crunch Heavy Slam. So this is the same... Oh, it's not even the same 6. I'm silly. It's close, though. All right. It's still the same. It's still a similar enough core. Yeah. I'm almost tempted to say that it's Scarf, actually. If they're leading with the Pelly. Hurricane Pelipper. I mean, if I lose Chien-Pao here, is it okay? Yeah, because I have Bolt in the back. I'm gonna do this. Again, with this team, you have to make trades, and it just is what it is. Nope. It is not Scarf. Okay. Well, then it just gets KO'd. Yeah. So my Sash stays intact, which is pretty massive. Well, my Sash is not staying intact. Oh, yes it is! Tera Grass! Oh, it's so huge. Who comes in? Calyrex. Yep. This is fine. Okay. Who do you protect here? That's my question. I don't really want you to get up a Trick Room. Be kind of a worst case scenario. I mean, I do have... Who do you have? Who can you have in the back? I mean, I survive a Glacial Lance, actually. So I'm actually going to double the Pelipper. Nice. Yep, that's what I figured might happen. Oh, I might not KO the Pelipper, though. But it's Rocky Helmet. Yeah, it's probably bulky then. Yeah, okay. This isn't the worst thing in the world as long as I survive. Tailwind. Interesting. Okay, so they do have it. This is okay. They can't be max speed, then. I mean, they're way too bulky for that, right? Okay. I wide guard. I Sucker Punch Pelly. Bonk. Night-night Pelly. It's fine. What do they go for? There's the Glacial, yep. They also have to be... Are they max speed Adamant? I mean, they'd have to be max speed Jolly in order to outspeed my Chien-Pao. So... Okay. Then I'm pretty happy to wide guard. Swap in a Bolt. And then I can start E-webbing. Yeah, it doesn't do half, which is pretty huge. Nice. How many more turns of Tailwind are there? Rain stopped, which is actually pretty good for me. 1. Okay. Electro Web. Okay. Now you're -2. What does the CIR go for? Crunch. Nah, it doesn't even, not even close. Yep, your Sash. I have Pelly in the back, right? Yeah. Not even close. It's fine. And you go for Glacial Lance, but that's okay. No. We win. I always Sucker Punch. I know I'm faster because you're not Choice Scarf Urshifu. And I know that I'm faster with Pelipper. I'm only two. They would have to be like exactly 1 speed point slower. So I Weather Ball, Cali, Sucker Punch, Urshifu. If I still had Sash intact, this would be easier. Yep. Bonk. Night-night. And then my, unless they are specifically 95 speed on the Calyrex, yeah, then I win. Because there's a 2 speed point difference between my Pelipper and my Raging Bolt. Raging Bolt hits 96, Pelipper hits 94. So yeah, even with the double KO there, I knew I was good, especially because I got that Electro Web off. Oh yeah, I don't remember if it went down. I don't remember. It was probably clear. I mean, I don't even pay attention anymore. Every Calyrex Ice Rider I ran into at Atlanta was clear amulet. There's just no reason not to. So yeah, a really good game to my opponent, but that is a really fantastic showcase of why I picked this team. Storm and I picked this team for Atlanta at Hardwall's Calyrex Ice Rider. Even with the Tailwind, I was still able to basically stall it out super easily. They couldn't really do anything to me. And if they go hard Trick Room options, then I could bring in Amoonguss, just put things to sleep, and make it really annoying to like try and do anything, and then just kind of go from there. So really fantastic showcase against a really popular restricted. So really happy to get that match in there. Good game to my opponent. Sorry you got a really bad matchup. Let's do another one. Okay, we have Walking Wake. Okay, Grimmsnarl, Entei, Scizor, Cresselia, and Groudon. So I like you, and you. Normally what I'm bringing into these Groudon comps. Yeah, let's do this. You might be like, oh, Jon-Luke, well, that's so interesting. Why would you bring Raging Bolt? Well, Raging Bolt, if I lose Weather Control, is pretty fantastic into basically everything else. And I'll survive 1 P-Blades as long as it's not like Banded or Tera Ground. And then I force his Walking Wake to go for Draco Meteor, lowering its special attack by 2. So that's really the reason. And then it also punishes Groudon's Sun. So this will be interesting. Entei I'm not super worried about. Grimmsnarl. Okay, nice. So Grimmsnarl's kind of the most annoying thing here. I'm curious if they just swap into Groudon, honestly. Or if they have Fake Out. I really want to stop. I think I'm fine to do this. If they have Fake Out, they have Fake Out. It is what it is. But I really only want to allow one screen to get up. Okay. So I am faster. Zamazenta flinched and Hydro Steam. That's fine. Okay. I did half there. I think I'm actually fine to double into Grim again. I'm gonna do this. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, they can only take one. It's kind of my thing. So they're probably gonna go into Groudon. Cresselia, interesting choice. There's a nice chunk. Rocky Helmet is fine. Heavy Slam. Okay. Nice. Who comes in? Hydro Steam. Okay. I mean, might be Specs. I'm gonna double Cress. I mean, I answer the... There we go. Yep, that's fine. Who comes in? What do they go for? Dark? That's fine. That means Body Press will take. But I don't want them to get free healing, and I think I survived the Rocky Helmet. That's perfect. Okay, do I survive Rocky Helmet Chip? Yes. Just massive. I mean, yeah, I'm just dealing a ton of damage right now, and they're getting absolutely nothing for it. You know? So, like, you know, Grimmsnarl's at half. I've KO'd the... Yeah. Do they even have Groudon? That's my question. I guess there's nothing wrong with, like, a double protect here. Because I still have Tera Electric in the back, too, like... Do they fake out again? No, they parting shot. Interesting, okay. Snarl. Alright, that's fine. I'm gonna body press Grim. Swap into Raging Bolt. I think body press will pick up without a... Or I'll get a ton of damage into the... Groudon, which I assume is in the back. As long as I can maintain speed control, i.e. weather control, I'm fine. Okay, Grim goes down, which is huge. What do they go for here? Hydro Steam? That's okay. Zamazenta goes down. Not a huge deal, I don't think. I'm gonna go back into Chien-Pao. And there's Groudon. The Groudon always Tera Fires here, right? Are you speed? Special attack. Okay. Nice. So I'm fine to bait out a Protect. Swap into Pelipper. Because now I have Weather Control. Snarl, okay. Oh, Pelipper avoids, that's nice. And Precipice Blades. Like, I just don't care about Groudon at all, right? I'm just gonna Ice Spinner. Hurricane. Unless they're like specifically AV. And have Thunder Punch. No. Ironhead Groudon, interesting. Not my favorite in the world, but this is actually okay. I'm gonna go Raging Bolt. Cool. I always survive one. I'm gonna Thunderclap. And Weather Ball Groudon. That's fine. I always survive one. And then you can't deal any damage to my Pelipper. High horsepower is fine. Yep. Yeah, I do half. Okay, so now I double this slot. I Thunderclap. And I Weather Ball. Okay, you miss, which is fine. High horsepower, yep. Ironhead makes me think that this is AV. And with how well it took that, even at -1. How many more turns of rain? 1. Okay. Weather Ball Groudon. Ah, that's really unfortunate. Okay. That's really bad, but okay. We're gonna have to go for Hurricanes. Okay. Really unlucky. I need to hit this. Do I need a confusion? No. Wow, that's super unfortunate. I needed to just to avoid that one flinch. Oh, you saw if I didn't flinch, I win. So it is what it is. You just get that bad RNG sometimes, so... Good game to my opponent. On to the next one. My opponent's cooking, dog. Cooking. We have Kyurem White, Swampert. Yeah, oh gosh, gee. Pelipper goes kind of crazy here. Zamazenta does not like Zapdos, actually. Golly. They have Trick Room. They can set up Veil. They probably don't bring Gambit. That's my guess. But they don't have speed control. And I can crit through it. I don't love... Yeah, I think this is what I want to do. You only get Damp on Swampert. And I don't have a lot of, like, wide moves, so I don't even know if they bring it. I'm assuming that they're going to bring Kyurem... Like, yeah, like Kyurem, I don't know. We'll see. If they lead Ninetales, I just double it, because I should be faster with both. Ninetales only hits like 170 something, and I'm max speed on my... Yeah, okay. They're going to set up Tailwind. Oh, I don't love that, though. But I should be faster than this, and I'll eat... Yeah, I really don't want to. I'm going to Body Press Ice Spinner. Into Zapdos. I really don't want to Tera yet. I know that they can go for the high horsepower here, but it's like... What does Zapdos go for? Tera Steel? That'd be pretty cool. Yeah. Ice. You're not gonna like this. Beautiful. I covered for this at least. Okay, this should KO. I mean, this is sort of ruin boosted. Ah, yeah, it's Rocky Helmet. What a shock. Yeah, Zapdos goes down. And now their Tera's gone, which is actually kind of massive. If we're not gonna lie here. Because now I can basically body press their whole team. Yeah, they're gonna have a bad time. Who comes in? Farigiraf? Okay. And you can't Tera. You can go ahead. High horsepower me, dog. What are you gonna do? I would not be surprised if they forfeit. Nope. Yep. I'm not letting this Trick Room get up. Poison Jab? Okay. They might not have a ground type move then. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, they get the poison. It's fine. It is what it is. And there's the Kyurem. So normally Kyurem's running a choice item. And it can't do anything. So I'm just going to body press Crunch again. Like, do I need to do anything else? Not really. If you protect, okay, what does Swampert do? Yeah, battle was canceled. Good game to my opponent. In that instance, my guess is it's like AV. AV or choice specs on the Kyurem. In which case, body press always just picks it up real quick. The Tera on... Does Zapdos get Blizzard? Hang on. Like, if Tera Ice, I guess, works... I'll get it if it gets Blizzard. Hang on. No. Okay, my opponent's just cooking. Big O cooking with that. I was like, I cannot let them get up a Tailwind. And even, I was like, I really don't think a high horsepower at +1 defense is going to do all that much to my Zama. But going Tera Grass, when it could have, like, Freeze Dry and stuff. Wait, I mean, I guess Kyurem could have Earth Power too, but saving my Tera for later I thought was really vital. The fact that they didn't bring Ninetales is really, really interesting to me. I expected that to come every single time, but... Well, that's Chien-Pao Zamazenta. Good game to my opponent. Let's do one more. Okay, Cryptic. This is actually kind of a not amazing... Yeah, so I'm going to want Urshifu Pelipper for this, I think. Tera Grass, Tera Ghost specifically on Ursh. Zamazenta's pretty good here. I like Zamazenta to lead for sure. I definitely want Peli Ursh in the back. My question is do I want... like, what do I want? Do I want Chien-Pao or do I want Raging Bolts? Otherwise, I have no speed control. I'm going to want to save Tera for Urshifu. So, like, if Pao goes down, I think. But this is going to be kind of an instance where I play really defensively. Just to kind of scout stuff. I'm not bringing Amoonguss, which isn't my favorite, because then I can't get rid of Poison Spikes. But it's kind of a like it is what it is situation, you know? I need the Tera... Okay, Grimmsnarl Iron Bundle. Okay. Okay, these two can't really do... Yeah, and there's the booster energy, whatever. I'm gonna be slower than kind of some of this stuff anyways. You know what I mean? I think I'm happy to just get rid of Grimmsnarl. Fake out Grimmsnarl, okay. Hydro Pump. Oh, whatever. Yeah, that doesn't really do all that much. Yeah. Zamazenta flinched and couldn't move. I think I'm fine to do this. Anticipate that they'll do the same thing again. Okay, so they're not going to tear a bundle. But I think they might think bundle is safe. Okay, that's fine. Ouch. Okay, this isn't my favorite thing in the world, I guess. I kind of just went against my own advice and didn't save Tera to ghost something, because if Dragonite comes out, yeah, we're not in great shape now. Like, we're in pretty bad shape. Yeah, that Tera was a mistake. Yeah. Okay, well, you can only E-Speed 1. Is kind of my thing. Yeah, that Tera was a mistake. I'm gonna pick up a KO. Spirit Break is fine. I go down. Okay. So I actually don't think an E-Speed picks up on either of these two. Kind of what I'm thinking. So now that I've gotten some chip, I can just Weather Ball Grim. I should survive with either. Surging Strikes the Dragonite. I don't think Ishbi should take either out. Yeah, not even close. And as long as I'm faster than this Grimmsnarl, they did not get a light screen up. I don't think they even take out. I don't think they even take me out with a Spirit Break because they just never have that much attack investment. Yeah, I'm faster. Yeah, Grim goes down. Okay, GG's. Yeah, they can't win now. They use Tera. Zamazenta? Okay. I mean, you don't pick up... Yeah, I just Weather Ball. Or do I Helping Hand Surging Strike? Because you don't pick up a... You don't pick me up with a single... I don't know what the better play here. It's either Weather Ball or Helping Hand. I think it's Weather Ball, because you don't pick me up with a single Body Press. And I should do 50% with Surging. And you might not KO my... Oh, yeah, we're fine. Yeah, this was the right play then, because you might not KO my Pelipper with a Body Press or a Heavy Slam. Okay, you do, but that's fine. I still go 50%. I still do. Oh, okay, the crit. The crit might have mattered there. In fact, I think it did. I think it definitely did matter. But I think I still win because you don't pick me up with another Body Press. And I think Surging Strikes just picks up the KO. Cuz my Pelipper is like super bulky. It's max HP, 44 defense, like tons of bulk in it, yeah. Okay. So there's some matches, a few different restricteds, I think. Really good showcase. Only lost one game today because of bad luck, not even I don't think because of my play. And that's just something that happens. And I think that's pretty indicative of how I felt. Definitely day one of Atlanta. I don't think the two matches that I lost had anything to do with skill diff. I think they were purely luck. I missed an E-Webs in round one, which cost me a match, and then they got my lead out. And then round like 5 or something like that, they crit an Ivy Cudgel, so I couldn't get the E-Webs off, and it was kind of game over. If I don't get that E-Webs off, I lose. Like, it's just against CSR. It's just kind of done and gone, unless they just play in a way that I can read them like a book. So that's name of the game of the team. I do like this team a lot because it's so consistent, and matchup into everything is generally pretty good, usually 50-50. So I think that this kind of list of 5 that I didn't it's just 5 games kind of shows is a good showcase for the actual team. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you like these battles, and at least for the small amount of Reg G that it's left, if you would like to use it, I'm going to leave the rental up. Happy to share that with y'all. So let's go ahead, hop into the outro. All right, everyone, that is the team. What are my thoughts? Well, obviously, I like it. I took it to the Atlanta Regional and placed top 100 with it. Yeah. I think at this moment in time, Zama is a fantastic meta call, particularly after the advent of Trick Room and Kelsch CIR. And I'm really, really happy that I took this Pokemon to Atlanta. I am proud of my performance. I did the best I ever have, making the top 100, as I said. But all I can think about are those day 2 matches where if I got one read different, if I got one turn different, you would have seen me on stream in Top Cut. And because they all came down to really close game 3s. And some people might get dejected by that, but to me, I'm just really, really excited to see how I can get better and break through that barrier this time. Because in Toronto, I didn't make day 2. And now I've crossed the threshold. So next is we got to make Top Cut. So thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you liked the video. I care about this team a lot. I spent a lot of time with it, and it means a lot to me. I said all of the big sappy stuff in the beginning because I really wanted people to hear that, so I won't go too much. But if you'd like to try the team out for yourself for the small amount of Regulation G that we do have left, I will include a rental and a Poke Paste down in the description below. Give it a go. Have some fun. See how you like the team. So thank you all so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and become a channel member. I hope you know that you are appreciated. All right. Peace.